9:20 on the 5th of May 2001, just leaving Ardfern. The start of the spring cruise on Algol.
There's lots of arrows in the back. Oh, aye. 152. Stop your Pennsylvania connection sign.
That's good. Something works.
Look at there. Right below the boat. That was fantastic. You don't always come that close. Thanks, Jim.
It's quite tidy. Just coming into the side of the queuing.
Look at that round hill there.
tide's fair running through there, isn't it?
Oh, that's tremendous, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. You can really see it going downhill there. A mini curry, I reckon.
Aye.
It's certainly boiling away there. Not half. The link side of the ferry there, ferry slipway.
Thank you.
Boiling away there right enough. Bit of disturbed water. We hit the next rough patch. The water's starting to boil up around us again.
Some serious boiling to your starboard side.
Yeah, just scanning down starboard side now. They're sailing.
Sailing along.
Easy Dale. Nice and peaceful now, the engine up.
The lights sailing.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Us at anchor in Loch Allen for the night, doing one of the cruise. Back towards the mine jetty, and in the background is the ferry jetty. It's a nice evening, wee bit of a breeze, well sheltered in here. Here we are on Sunday night, the island of Egg. We've just been sailing through fog banks for the last couple of hours from Santa Bay, and as we arrived here at Egg, the fog rolled away and it's a beautiful evening. The skewer of Egg sitting up there.
That's the crack of a night.
Lovely night now, Jim, yeah.
A wee dram.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I think we deserve one.
In some of the Glendronach that would be.
Just to get rid of the mist.
You're not leaving this, Ken, are you? No, I'm not gone yet.
Now we have the ceremony of the pouring of the dram. That looks absolutely beautiful, Jim. Yes. Glendronach 15-year-old.
I carried this all the way back from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, well travelled. That'll go down the treat.
It smells beautiful, I'll tell you that.
Excellent.
Sun isn't there.
So what's on the menu, Jim?
We're having something different tonight.
It's the shore party. Landed on the slip at Egg. Definitely stripped down racing tractor, undergoing modifications here. Just at the head of the slipway, looking back out over the anchorage. Just been through the footbath. Make sure that we're not carrying any communicable diseases. Yeah, in the local bus transport. With low slung exhaust system.
Canoe without riggers.
Where's that? Yes, an interesting canoe lying out here. Without riggers. Yeah, it's a nice wee bay, this. So it is. Is that all hand? Yeah, it is. It is a dugout canoe. It's a beauty. Let's just get a shot of the. Just move your head back a bit. Aye, lovely. Somebody did a lot of work on that.
Certainly have.
Have indeed. Well, never know what you'll find, eh? Coming in, yeah. Put the radar on. This is Monday, and Ian and Ken and myself are away on an expedition to climb the Sgurr of Egg. Ian's pathfinding. Ian is pathfinding for us. And we've just walked up the road from the pier, which is down behind us, and just leaving the trees, go out onto the moorland, and the track goes up the right hand side of the skewer as we see it here. And once we get onto the ridge at the back, we should be able to climb up to the top. It's ideal day for it. So far the fog is cleared out of the way, sun's out, and it's just a perfect spring day. Just out at the foot of the skewer now, and the southwesterly face looming up above us. Looking away through now to the north. Panning across, we can just see the hills of Rum there over that ridge. Panning around now looking at Skye. Lade Bay, which is just down in the foreground. That little puff of fog there. Still a bit of mist and fog hanging around the coast today. But here in Egg it's just a perfect, beautiful day. And looking back towards Egg Harbour, is just down below that shoulder of that hill. Continuing the panoramic now from a different perspective, where we can just see Egg Harbour and Castle, the other side of the bay, looking across towards Ardnamurchan. Looking along Ardnamurchan Peninsula, and just see Ardnamurchan Point just about to disappear behind the shoulder of the hill. Getting another view of the skewer now. Quite dramatic cliffs on this side with an overhang at the top. And you can just see Ian there doing a reconnoitre for future climbing possibilities. Ken snapping away, taking happy snaps for the folks back home. Near the summit of the skewer, looking across to Rum, and then the white sands of Lade Bay. There's the harbour down there, and the ferry just making an approach. And this is the new ferry. Making an approach into the harbour. Tide's quite low. Ian approaching in the next ridge. Ken just coming up behind him. Pointing out something, I'm not sure what. Everything out to the west is just a massive cloud. Just a great big fog bank stretching out as far as I can see. Just hear Algol's foghorn out to the west of Egg, in the fog somewhere.
He's tight in at the rocks.
Yeah. Zooming in here. No, can't pick anything out of the fog. One more shot of the harbour. On the northwest corner of Egg now, A lovely view of the Isle of Rum opening up before us. And the mist and fog's cleared from this bit for the moment, which is quite good. Looking back at the Sgurr of Egg, can be just seen in the distance. Boys are getting ready to walk on. That's it. Are we happy campers? Heidi hi! Our view of Rum through a gap in the hills at the north end of Egg. And we just come down off the high ground, off up to the right there, down some steep hillside down to this loch, and then we're going to skirt around the top of the loch on our way down to the bay. Interesting rock formation here, very crystalline. Some of it's crystals almost like miniature versions of the Giant's Causeway. They tend to be four-sided crystals rather than hexagonal. We finally made it round to the Bay of Lade, and we find Algol sitting pretty as a picture at the anchor in the middle of the bay. Is there anybody on deck? It's hard to see now. Maximum zoom. Dinghy's still in the davits. And the mist is just hanging over the other side of the bay, but luckily the main part of the bay is open and getting the benefit of the sunshine. And a lovely end to a very nice walk. This is Tuesday morning and we're in Canna Harbour. Which is quite a delightful little place. Fortunately the sun's not shining this morning, but can't have everything. It's looking out through the entrance of the harbour at Rum in the background. Two of the other boats who've been in the moorings tonight getting ready to go to sea. And we're just shortly going to go ashore for a wee ramble about before we set sail for Skye. There in the Roll of Honour. very elaborate gate into the wee church. It's the little Protestant church. And the larger Catholic one's the other side of the bay. It's a lovely wee church with a round tower. Let's go and have a look.
There's actually a stairway up there. I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
That door there.
Yeah.
Well, if I had it,
Does it?
It's a few years since I made a sermon in here.
Surely this is not used regularly.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I was just thinking
I
that
thought it was used regularly actually. Nice. That's one through. Proud of that.
Okay. Blue.
That's what the race they won. You got a date, huh? I think we need to bend to the right.
he'd stuck in mini car window, sliding windows.
Can make a right old mess of the car, eh?
Well, we're trying not. Huh? Oh, right. Oh, so we are.
There's a flat way in the door there, onto the wall. The public flat here by the head of the
Yep.
And just leaving Canna Harbour now. Beautiful day now, the sun's come out, it's quite warm. Not much wind, just a light breeze. And we're just skirting the southeast coast of Canna.
That's nice, isn't it?
It really is superb, Jim. It is superb. And that's a lovely bay in there. Beautiful bay with a wee beach. Looking ahead we have sky over on the skyline, of course, where else would it be? A bit misty. Now we have rum just coming into the picture. Beautiful day. Quite an interesting wee island just off this bay. Interesting rock formations and caves and tunnels and things in it. It really is. Beautiful island, Canna. And here's a spectacular bit of coast.
It is. Look at this, you can see all the way to the US side.
Yeah. Just in having a look at Talisker Bay
There's a bit of climate.
on the
This road comes right
west
around.
coast of Skye.
And this is Benevarad.
Quite a nice bay. Cliffs either side of the entrance. And looking the other way to the south. And that's the other headland. Crew all out enjoying the sunshine, admiring the view. How are we doing, boys?
We're doing fine.
Jolly good?
That's fine. Can't get any better than this.
No, this is ideal. This is us running up Loch Harpert now, and framed at the top of the loch is a lovely picture of the Coolins. We see the full range of the Coolins right across the head of the loch. Really beautiful. And as he's scanning back along the west side of the loch, all the gorse is out in bloom. Lovely show of colour. right the way back along this side of the loch. Ian's conducted tours of the Coolins. Well, here we are. Bob's examining the fruits of his work. Well, you got to get them all, Bob. You could even get the one with the suffered the flotation test.
Yes.
Well, Loch Harport's a beautiful loch. Most
Coming up.
Very sheltered. The light just right in these mountains actually.
yep.
Just right.
That's the freebie camera, is it?
That's the freebie one, yes. Last year's trophy.
And it's still working okay?
Great. Takes good pictures. It's nice and easy to use.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, if you're in a hurry and you want a quick snap, it's ideal. Just flick it to on and away you go. Free cameras.
This is Wednesday night and we've just anchored in Soay Harbour. And the building we're looking at over here is the site of the old shark factory from Gavin Maxwell's day when he was shark hunting in these waters. And looking up towards the top of the loch, various bits of fishing equipment scattered about on the shore. Haven't had a run ashore yet in the dinghy to explore. We've just got the anchor down and got the tea on the go. And starting again from the shark factory, looking through to the north. I see the Coolins rearing up in the background. And and looking back out through the entrance, quite a narrow entrance with a bar where we came in. Weather still holding well. A lovely day. Had a nice walk on Skye to Talisker Bay, and now we're snugged in here for the night. This is Thursday morning and we're on passage from Isle of Soy to South Channel Loch Moidart, and we're just out in the Sound and looking at Egg at the moment. It's a beautiful day, not enough wind for sailing at the moment, and that's looking over towards Moidart there, kind of into the sun. It's such a good day today. The crew are busy cleaning ship, getting ready for skipper's rounds. And looking back at this Coolins on Skye, where we've just come from. It is a really lovely day today. It's quite warm. It's shorts and t-shirt weather. Just looking round the horizon now. That's looking up Sound of Slate. And looking again over towards Morburn. Are we about ready for captain's rounds?
Just about.
Good, good.
We'll be practicing evolution shortly.
Oh, jolly good.
Man overboard.
What's the proper name of this bay again, Jim?
Portnamurra.
Portnamurra. This is us just entering Portnamurra by the south entrance. You just see the beach opening up the other side of the island. Foredeck crew are closed up and ready for action. And in uniform as always. Red t-shirts being dress of the day. We just dropped the hook inside the bay.
How's it looking?
It's looking across Egg and Rum. There's the beach.
There's a lot of fish here, boys.
We just dropped the pick.
Stan? You put master Stan, would you? Yeah.
Just setting the anchor, and then it'll be lunchtime.
Big school of sand eels, Bob, and you want to photograph them?
Looking at a school of sand eels in the water here. The water's lovely and clear. Yeah, you can see them quite clearly there. Nice sandy bottom. About 2 meters of water below the keel. Evening falls in Loch Moidart. The sun's just set. It's about 10 o'clock at night. It's an absolutely beautiful evening. Giving it serious attention now. Even I'm getting embarrassed. Oh, it's a...
What is he doing? Is it as bad as that?
It's embarrassing.
No, it's not. It's just that they're obviously very much in love. Friday morning, South Channel, Loch Moidart. Good breeze this morning. Beautiful loch. Taking on water from the burn in Loch Moidart. The hose comes down the burn and we've got it running out and doing it in the tank, which is quite handy.
Wind's dying away.
Yeah. We're now making our way back out of Loch Moidart after taking on water. Ken's still zipping away there in the rubbery ahead of us. Somebody else heading up the loch. Nice old green fishing boat tucked away around the corner there of the island. And a very tidy little cottage tucked in amongst the trees there. Some lovely places round about this loch. Wee cottages tucked in amongst the trees and nice wee anchorages and so on. Really is the most beautiful place. Quite an old-fashioned motor cruiser over there. And that's the yacht we were moored just ahead of last night. Quite a nice old yacht, 50s or 60s I would say. Still with the mast de-rigged on a mooring. And just round through that gap there between the Island Shona and the mainland. And just see the other side of the forestate. I'll just pause the tape. And we see the castle just appearing above that headland. Ken motoring through there in the dinghy. There's been some refurbishment done to the castle, but not a great deal. The stonework's been done, I think. And some of the upper works have been replaced and rebuilt. But no sign of any roofs going on or anything like that happening there. Another very nice property on the other side of the loch. Very big house and in amongst the woods. And their own private jetty and boathouse. Launching slip. Very nice. Another closer look at the old cruiser. Tidy boat. Very tidy. Castle's just gone out of view behind Island Shona. There's a nice red fishing boat and a mooring there. Really is the most magnificent loch, this. Beautiful place. Looking back now to where we were anchored last night. Now passing to the north side of Ilinshona. And we go round the corner there over by that white cottage. We jink around and out into the outer part of the south side. Back out to sea once more. Looking back up the loch again. There's the wee cruiser that we just passed. Another very attractive little island here. And another nice vista opening up on the northern side of the loch. Two geese.
Steer up that way to shallow. Does it?
Skimming really low over the water. A beautiful big house up here on the shore, just to the west of Ilinshona. Huge big place, beautifully kept. Nice big boat shed and our own little harbour. Even a little harbour master's hut. There's an old, I don't know what that is, some sort of barge, or maybe a landing craft type vessel sitting in the harbour there.
You were coming, I was coming, and you were only a couple of days.
Now look at the island from this side with Castle Tyrim on it. Looking into the sun, so it's a bit contrasty. Ken still puttering away out there in the boat, in the rubbery. Another jetty just along from the last one we were looking at, which is over there. And a 4-track. And some sort of old ruin in behind it. This is the outer part of Loch Moidart. A big expanse of water out here. It's a big loch altogether. It goes quite a lot further inland than what we've seen as well. The upper part of it dries out completely. Low water. Negotiating the outer entrance now. Weaving our way between the various rocks and reefs. Fairly tricky entrance and exit. See Egg in the background. Passing one lump there. Then we make our way across here and then dogleg back over by that island over there, which is marked with a perch on the summit, which you might be able to see. Yes, there it is. Nice wee cottage tucked up in the hill there, miles away from the nearest road. I assume the only access is by footpath or by sea. The wee beach at the bottom there where you could land a boat. Lovely little spot. Certainly don't have to worry about the neighbours there.